everybody, welcome back to the channel, the only channel on YouTube you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading. Sorry, I was kind of a little bit out of it tonight. Sorry for being late. Maria, are you here so we can do a reading? Maybe she should be here soon. I swear I had a drink. Tonight's special is the buy one, get one free. It's only a limited time left to be able to get the buy one, get one free reading. Probably going to do it for another week. Throughout this week. Hey, Metal Rain, how are you, dear? Are we reading that episode on Wednesday? Got a headache? Me too. So I'm going to pop 2 aspirin right now. And it's one of those headaches that, like, it doesn't hurt your head, but my God, it hurts your eyeballs. In the last 10 minutes I had was like, between the Gemini and the Scorpio, I was like, oh my God. Gemini, I asked him to put his things away, and instead of putting his own things away, he starts putting other things away that are actually in their place. Just tired of it. Tired of the immature baby games. Like, oh, I should have to put anything of mine away? Yeah, you should. If you have a roommate, you should be respectful of them, their space, and pick up after yourself and not expect them to do it. So tonight's special is the buy one, get one free. So any reading that you see in the description or in the pinned comment, you can buy one, get one free. So if you get a $1 yes or no, you get a free yes or no. You get a $6 taco box, $11.11 love reading, $15 triple X, $20 past, present, future, $30 general, or the $60 in depth. Every reading you purchase is buy one, get one free. Every reading is only $1 per minute, plus 1 card, whichever comes first. I literally just had a headache right here for 2 days. Oh my God. But thankfully, it's gone now, and I think it has a lot to do with my allergies and how it's affecting my sinuses. So much for your donation, Metal Rain. I appreciate that. I know what you mean. The temples. I don't have it in the temples, but I feel it behind my eyes. And I feel it like at the base of my neck, and in my shoulders, like where my shoulders and the nape of my neck, like right back here. Or it's just car accident stuff, residual. Yeah, I'm very close to the goal. Very, very close. Hopefully we'll be able to pay her Friday or Saturday, I hope. So what are your questions, dear? What would you like to ask?
Imagine being able to build.
Imagine a world with no commercials. Imagine building a world with no commercials. Oh, ouch. I looked up and rolled my eyes, and it literally felt like my eyeballs were being pulled out of my sockets. Probably just too much doom scrolling. I was probably just in the heat too much today. I'm gonna see if I can find some cheaper car insurance, Rain. I think I'm paying way too much for my car insurance from State Farm. I don't really like State Farm anyways. So I am in the market for new car insurance. I've had Progressive before, that was okay. Might try something different. Might go back to like my original car insurance that I used to have. They were just like a tiny, small little car insurance company. I pay about $90 a month and drive like 300 miles a month. Now I drive maybe 10 miles a month, and my car insurance is like $150 a month. It's ridiculous. And my car's like 40 years old. I just feel like I'm getting ripped from State Farm. Okay, those are great questions. I'm just going to text Maria and let her know I'm live. Did you eat? Okay. Did you like it? Okay. Did you eat the whole thing? Did you eat the whole thing?
I think great.
Okay.
I divided and put it on a jar.
Yeah.
The jar was probably the garbage in and
Oh,
turmeric.
Yeah.
Give it a flavor with turmeric and ginger.
Okay.
And some more in the cup.
Okay. I don't want any of it.
I'm not trying to grade it. I just remember because
Just make sure that if you don't eat all of it, you put it away.
look, I I left my room because of this dog.
Okay, I'm about to do a reading, so
Okay?
let me just put this on mute. Thank you. So you know how one of the dogs gets kind of whiny at night? It's Gypsy who gets whiny at night. So he brought her in here thinking that he would bring her in here where she's just going to continue to whine because she just wants to be with him. She doesn't want to be in here. She wants to be in there with him, sleeping. He just kicked her out of his room, and I was like, no, it's not going to work like that. She won't sleep in here because the light's on, and I'm talking. So, y'all go to bed. It's your dog. She wants to be with you. Okay, let's see. So, in a past reading, you mentioned AL of the present is a possibility. Okay. Can you elaborate a little more on this possible relationship, Spirit? 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Emperor. Can you elaborate on AO's possibility of showing back up in Metal Rain's life? So this person must have, at some point, loved you deeply, celebrated the love you had in the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. They may have very well felt like you were someone who took very good care of them, or you took care of each other, or they found that, you know, there was something special about you that maybe they didn't see in the beginning or in the end. But Spirit is saying, you know, while there is a broken heart here, you know, basically elaborating on the presence of them coming back into your life, you know, love does overcome all. Love does conquer all. You may meet again through friends, at a celebration, at a party. You may reminisce about the past, the present, the future, but there is still love there. In the 2 of Cups, it must have been love. It must have been true love. Because two of Cups is about true love. So elaborating on this possible relationship is saying in the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Emperor, that you could have this love again and have it, you know, be taking care of each other, celebrating life, witnessing life. But I feel like at the end of the day, even though you know, Spirit is suggesting this wonderful love story to you, you're staying stuck here in the 3 of Swords because it's like it's more easier, or you're just more adjusted, or just more programmed to live from this sad love story than one that is present that you can have. Like, I guess I was thinking earlier about what you said about women who are older than you really have nothing to offer you. And I was like, well, how does he know that? Well, maybe that's just what he wants, so he's, you know, capable of manifesting that. But then I started asking myself, like, what if there is someone that's a little bit older than him and he feels that way, so he never meets that person because he has this limiting belief in circumstance, so it does put things on pause. But then again, I started thinking about, here goes like the multiple Virgos in my chart, overthinking and getting analytical and logical about things. Then I started thinking about, well, what if I was in his shoes? Like, you know, I don't care if someone's 20 years younger than me, as long as they're legal of age, and or 20 plus years older than me, or fuck, 40 years older than me. I just don't care. There's just other things other than age that is more important to me than something as superficial as age. But at the same time, it's like, even though I would never say that older men don't have anything to offer me, or younger men don't have anything to offer me, or nobody has anything to offer me, because of this or this or that, like, I never find myself in that kind of compromising situation. So then I found myself like, okay, I can't relate to him, but if that's what works for him and that's what feels right for him, that must be what's right for him, because he feels that way. So possibly any thought I had or any logical reasoning I came to at all, I mean, I could go on and on and on. So I thought about this like for probably 4 hours today while working on my hair and cleaning the house and taking care of the dogs and working. I was like, you know, what if his thoughts about an older woman having nothing to offer him is kind of like how I feel like hooking up with someone doesn't have anything, that doesn't have, there's nothing there for me, just to hook up with them once. You see what I mean? Like, I could identify on that level to how you felt about maybe someone being older than you, so I'm never going to meet somebody who's just going to be like a hookup or a one-night stand or just a maybe, you know what I mean? And then I started thinking, like, what about, like, you know, the men I am interested in? You know, knowing that they're interested in me, but at the same time, you know, to go outside of the box of who and what I feel is right for me, somebody I would like to be. Like, I could relate on that level. Like, you know, middle range's just not going to work for me because I have feelings for this person and I want to be with this person and I feel comfortable with that person, and I have been working on my desire to create the relationship I want with that person. So if I turn around and I start hanging out with someone else, you know, just based on the fact that I don't want this or that, or I do want this or that, you know, how unfair is it going to be to somebody who maybe isn't my ideal? So if older than you is not your ideal, like, that was the only way after hours of thinking about it, I was just like, how, like, this could go on and on and on in my head, but I finally came to the understanding of, you know, we just want what we want when we want it. Some people want a cheeseburger with everything. I just want it with mustard and onion only. So I was like, okay, yeah, we'll just, even though I hate to like, you know, use our hearts, our minds, and our tender feelings about love and the people we've had feelings for, and compare it to a cheeseburger, I finally was able to understand what you were saying about older women. But still, age is just a number. It's just a chronological way of figuring out how long someone's been on Earth. In fact, I think age discrimination is a lot more powerful than, say, weight discrimination, or mental illness discrimination, or even race discrimination. I just feel like it's very common for people to be like, oh, well, you're over a certain age, so you're useless. Oh, but you can be a fat ass and sit here and take up 3 seats on the airplane. Look how beautiful you are as yourself in 500 pounds. You go, girl. You see what I mean? Oh, you're over 40? Well, you're over 40 and useless. At least if you're a woman, it can very much be that way. Oh, you're over 30? You're over the hill if you're a woman. And it's disgusting, in my opinion. Age discrimination is just as nasty to me as a woman emasculating a man. You know, there's a whole list. I could go on and on and on and on. Race discrimination, ethnicity discrimination, weight discrimination, which I just did an example of weight discrimination. And I feel fine making fun of fat people because I'm a fat person. So if anyone has a problem with me fat shaming, I'm fine with it. Because I'll fat shame you until you're better. Because I was nothing but fat shame my whole life. And I got better from it. So can you. So these are some of the thoughts that I had today so that I could try to understand how you felt about it. Because I couldn't Like, I can't understand why Ari only wants to be with a guy who's 6'3" and up, who will say to her, I want to be with you on day one for the rest of my life. It's just, I mean, it's possible, yes. It's possible. But what about all the other wonderful things that she could miss out on in a wonderful man because he's not 6'3", and he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life with her on day one? So what about all the wonderful men I'm missing out on because they're not Mr. 1, 2, or 3, these are 4? You know what I mean? Like, what about all the wonderful women you might be missing out on who are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years older than you? 10, 15 maybe. We'll never know, I guess. I don't know. You know, how wonderful would it be to be 120 pounds again instead of 180? Wonderful. But will I ever know 120 again? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you do have to have some level of attraction to start with. But how do you know that someone you're attracted to isn't 15 years older than you? When women in their 30s look 50 and women in their 40s look 20 in 2025. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, just because you're white and not attracted to black people doesn't make you racist, okay? But still, age discrimination, I think, is a little bit different. Like, I don't want to be with you because you're 15 years older than me. I don't want to be with you because you're 10 years older than me. I don't want to be with you because you're 10 years younger than me. Like, I feel like that age discrimination is a very real thing. And that maybe some people are you know, they're to the point where they you know, if they don't want to be with someone who's older than them, then that's obviously their prerogative. But still, I wonder, like, what are we missing out on? What could Metal Rain be missing out on because there's somebody, you know, out there that's a couple years older than him, but he might think that she has nothing to offer him because of her age. It's just like me being like, oh, you don't have anything to offer me because I'm not attracted to you. Do you see what I mean? No. Like, I don't feel that way at all about anybody. Like, you know, I can't be putting myself in that kind of situation with people because there are a lot of unattractive people out there. But that doesn't mean that, I mean, I'm talking about physically, but that doesn't mean that they're not attractive in other ways that make them more physically attractive at some point when you learn those things about them. You know, life is complicated, so oh, so if older women, if they can no longer have kids, that's why there's no interest. Oh, okay, I just thought that, well, women are having babies in their 60s, so remember that. Okay. Flava Flav's wife just had a baby and she was like 56. So, alright, keep your mind open about having babies and meeting a woman who can give you a child. If she does drugs, she's not going to be able to give you a healthy, happy child. If she's on meth. If she has an addiction to opiates. If she has an addiction to alcohol. If she has an addiction to sex. If she has any addictions to probably other than food. You know, I don't know how happy of a family you'll be having that complex diet of meth, amphetamines, and alcohol, and toxic trauma. I don't really know that that's, you know, that's not going to be the woman for you then. So it's good that you turned your back on Ileana. She can't be good to a dog. She has no reason to be a mother. Okay? So, how many years have we been talking about her now? 2 years? So when it comes to AL, when you're thinking about whatever happened between you and AL, okay? And you go back to those feelings and those thoughts about what happened. And maybe why you guys are not together anymore. You might start thinking about you know, the things like what would it take to, you know, recreate that love story, but all it would take is just a moment of you to embody for a moment what you want. You don't really have to figure out all those puzzle pieces, Metal Rain. It doesn't matter if you've never even met. The point is that I have realized over the last week that when I've lived from something as if it already has happened, it manifests like that. There's no going, where is it? Where is it? But I notice, like, you know, if it's not health or money, you know, if it's other things, it can be a little bit more. Even I had insecurities around money I really had to work on, Metal Ring. There's even insecurities that Molly has had, and even Maria has had, and we've all been there talking about them for a long time. It's like I was telling Maria last night, like, are you going to live from where you guys are, where you want to be with your specific person, or are you living from the fucking still? But you can have met someone, and they can still be your person, and you can still manifest the love story you want with them, but are you living from it? Have you created it? Have you desired it? Have you thought about it? Have you marinated on it for a little while, you know? And I'm not really sure you have, because it probably was quite unbelievable for you to get a reading where it said that about somebody who you've only met once. And it can seem pretty practical and realistic to be like, well, I've only met them once, or I haven't met them, so it probably wouldn't work out. But you never know until you try. Did I meet Flowbot when I had Progressive? No. I had a BlackBerry from 2009, so probably not. Oh, I know, the burden of being awesome. Isn't it terrible? Oh, good. See, getting on the ball. Choosing your furniture. That's a very great way to start the shopping spree, to co-conspire with the universe. When I went from size 0 to size what the fuck, I don't know that I manifested losing 120 pounds by myself. Just changing the way I ate and the way I worked out and the way I treated myself. I think a lot of it I thought away. I really do. I mean, now it's like, oh, okay, I'm back to being able to eat a whole cake and not gain a pound. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it probably has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, I've just been able to reset everything with the detoxing I've done. You know, so it's like for instance, you know, certain things I didn't do for a 30 to 60 day period. So I could reset my organs, reset my glands, reset my brain, reset everything, so that when I came back to the table with food and my eating disorder, I wasn't like going, oh, I had a bad day, I need to eat a cake. You know what I mean? Wow. I'm 5'4", and I'm 180 pounds, okay? And I wear a size 10 dress. Other girls who are 5'4" and 180 pounds, I don't know if they can get in a 10 dress. Now, am I in a 10 jean? No. But that's more like a 12. But you know, I don't know what your frame size is. So while you might be looking at a chart that's saying you're 170 and you need to be between 120 and 150, is it taking a calculation of the size of your frame? I have a petite frame, so it tells me I should be anywhere between 110 pounds and 125 pounds. Personally, I think that's way too unhealthy for me. I think that we have a natural weight, and that's a healthy weight for us, and that's probably the right weight for us. Like I keep telling myself, oh, I would really like to be, 130 pounds. But is that really going to be the right weight for me? When I'm able to eat healthy, maintain my weight, and still have a pretty normal metabolism where I'm at already? Like, what would change other than, maybe I would look a little skinnier, or, forbid, older. I lost 40 or 50 pounds. 5'6", yeah, you should be around 135 pounds, so you'll be fine there. 140. Excuse me. So back to your reading. I know I went off on a tangent about fat assers and age discriminators. So let's see what this person is like as a person. Competitive, non-communicative. Interesting. I wonder what they do for a living. They like to win at playing bowling, though. They like bowling. And they like to spend their time winning and being successful and bringing in money and maybe even fencing, maybe even a glass of wine sometimes. But they're very lucky in life in what they do. And that's what makes them competitive, is they kind of have this that gives them an adrenaline rush. There's something about an adrenaline rush that makes them excited. Patient and kind. They can be patient and kind. Spirit, is it a serious long term? Could it be a serious long term? Yeah, if you want it to be. Excuse me, but there's very little in the way of that right now. Very little offering towards that, because at the same time, while you might desire to start something up with them, you might not be willing to give. She might not even be willing to give too much, but she's still willing to try. But it's still a yes card, but at the same time, it's Page of Pentacles. So let's see what some keywords are for Page of Pentacles, because my brain is fried and I can't see straight. I've been up since blood crack of dawn. Again. Keywords. What the fuck wrong this time? It's taking up a lot of my time and space. Yeah, definitely new opportunities here. Anything is possible, so it could be long term. This card is suggesting. This person may be very focused on their finances and their career like you are. So already has something in common. This person is also very youthful, grounded. So I also feel like this card is saying the relationship will be grounded, or could be grounded. Your connection with them is grounded. And I would definitely give a practical, diligent approach to, reconnecting if it's something that, makes you feel yummy, it makes you feel good about reconnecting with them. But once again, your thoughts are going to create more than the tarot deck, because the tarot deck cannot do it for you. So if you're not able to live from being in a relationship with AL, practice living from being in a relationship in the kind you want to be. Maybe start just, what does it feel like to maybe try to channel into that person's energy so that you can pick up on it, so you'll notice it when they come around. I did that for many, many years, and of course I was disappointed, but there's always an option to change it and make things better. More probably disappointed in myself. Well, no, I'm pretty disappointed in them. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in that person right now. I'll work through it though. It's like, when you care about someone and you love them and you respect them, and then, you never had problems, you never had arguments, and then one day it's like something happens and maybe necessarily they didn't hurt you or do whatever happened to you that upset you or hurt you, but they were involved involuntarily. Have you ever been there with somebody and they just either A, couldn't say I'm sorry that happened to you, or B, just didn't care? I hate those thoughtless, careless people, especially the ones that tell you they care. They don't give a fuck. Tell you they mean something to them, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about what you have to say, and they don't give a fuck about what you're going through. Sounds like Elizabeth. It sounds frustrating. Excuse me. Maria, let's do your reading, sweetheart. Thank you, Metal Rain, so much for your donation and taking the time to listen to me complain. And bitch and moan and whine about love. You had a 10-year friendship end because you asked her out. Well, that's not your problem. You didn't do anything wrong. If it wasn't going to be that excuse, she would have found another excuse. I could be wrong, but sounds like she was looking for an excuse to peace out. Welcome back, Molly. Good to see you, babe. Are you still there? Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry about that. I did not want you to hear me sneeze. I couldn't hold back the cat with that one. So I keep seeing something really kind of creepy in the reflection of my iPad. It looks literally like lightning going from this part of the curtain to the light. And it happens when it turns yellow. Like, did you just see it? It just went pink and it just happened. Like, am I tripping balls or is this really happening? Because I haven't done any drugs and don't do drugs. Oh, there it was again. I'm gonna record it. What's that little fancy record button they used to give me? Where you could record a highlight. Did they take it away? I hate them. Okay, 49-second short was, okay, let's do it again. Is it just, does anybody see it? Do you see it, Maria? There it is again. Does anybody see that? Why is that happening? It's so creepy. I'm so freaked out. Is that like a haunting or something? That has to be like an optical illusion. There's the lightning again. I'm so freaked out. That's it, I'm running away from the house. Nobody will answer questions. Richard's missing again? That's not good. He needs to come back so that he can play Larry. I mean, I know you saw the lights go out, but do you see the lightning strike that keeps going from like the one side of the lamp to the other? It's really weird. Okay, I'll be right back. My nose is gonna fall up. Sorry about that. I had to. My nose was running away with me. Oh, you see it? You see it? Oh my god, that's so creepy. At least somebody else sees it. Are you gonna be okay? You're just in the hallway whining by yourself. Please don't cry. I've got a reading to do and then we can cuddle, okay? Or you can sit in my lap and we can cuddle. Yeah. You sit right here in my lap while I do a reading. I don't have your cookies. Where are you going? Yeah, they're right here, but no, it's not cookie time. So just cuddle with them. You can't have another cookie, you just ate dinner. You haven't done anything but be cute to deserve a cookie. You saw something, but it didn't look much like lightning. Oh my god, there it is again. That is so creepy. Maybe I should try to take a screenshot. But how will I pre-predict it? Maybe like right... Oh, maybe I'll just screen record. Will it let me screen record? While I'm doing a live? Let's see. Okay, sweetheart, I'll check it out in 1 second. There it is again. That is so creepy. Spirit, I'm calling forth Maria's most trusted and strongest spirit guides on what she needs to know about Walter's feelings and thoughts for her tonight. So you might not have a date with Walter this week. He's spending a lot of time in bed with a headache and problems. But he'll talk to you about them. He'll talk to you and talk to you about them. there's something going on with his headache or something like that. Nine of Swords. So in your inner world, in his inner world, one second. Excuse me. But you didn't want to hear that. Gosh, I hope you didn't hear that. I hope I muted that. Okay, so back to your reading. I apologize. So, his thoughts and feelings about you are pretty deep here. He does think about marrying you. He does think about what you might look like being married. It could change. It could change. But right now, as for Monday night, no. Could change that. But right now, as he sees it, as he's feeling your connection, he thinks it's wonderful. You're somebody he can talk to in his inner vortex. Somebody who nurtures him, loves him, cares about him unconditionally. It makes him very happy, and he feels you are very empathetic, and it's very dear to him in his Queen of Cups. Yeah, his boss likes you. And the Two of Wands sees a future together with you. And yes, he knows there's nothing that you would do to mess up your relationship with him. I'm going to get your song. And then I'll answer the other questions. I feel like this song is very reflective about him needing to end whatever's going on over there on the other side. And you should be looking for the signs too. And just be enjoying whatever it is that you have right now. I guess they didn't make a music video for this song. Okay, well, here's the original. Okay, but that's not the actual. Okay, here's the music video. Alright. Wanted to make sure I was giving you the song from the actual band's YouTube channel, not some knockoff fake account. This song is about signs about ending the relationship. I'm seeing the signs that he needs to end that whole fucking over there. And take his time doing it. Like, it's not something he can just uproot and go. You know, he's not a migratory bird. But he can be a migratory human. So, he's already your man. So, just keep living from what it is that you want instead of getting lost in the fear. Do you find yourself getting lost in the fear a lot, Maria? I mean, it's not like they're in a relationship. I mean, it's his roommate. Sorry about my allergies and me having to like AFK to sneeze and blow my nose. I'm really sorry about that. 6 of Swords, 6 of of Wands. He really feels like, wow, a lot of gratitude that you had remembered about the tryouts today. Like he really does feel like you are his, so, might be potential frame rate, maybe. It's still pretty creepy. But yeah, he does feel like you're his best friend, and he had a lot of gratitude. It really uplifted him that you approached him about it at all today, Maria. So yes, to the question about telling him everything. It makes him feel complete in the 9 and 10 of Cups. Yeah, he has been super real busy. Okay, he's like going through it. Busy with the tower. It's like he's been climbing stairs to put fires out, to pick up broken pieces of glass from windows that are popping out from their sills, and he has really been going through it in this tower. He's being very honest about the situation with him. He's super real busy. You know, school's getting ready to start again. You got this 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups again. He knows saying he's the next right thing, but he's got to get over this little hump here first. Tower, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the Hierophant. And you guys will be able to see each other and hang out again. But he's definitely going through it in the tower, real busy. Getting ready for school, getting ready for work, getting ready for fall. Hey Andrea, how have you been, sweetheart? Welcome back to the channel. So you want a message from him to you. Okay, I'm going to switch the cards out real quick. If anybody would like to get a paid reading, please make your donations now because I am going to be leaving soon. 999. Or 999. That's my puppies. I think I exceeded my awake time today. I did not take a medieval nap, so I'm pretty crabby. If you can't tell. Hey Ari, how have you been, sweetheart? And Andrea, how's life been treating you as well? I'm going to do a collective message tonight about love, so stick around for that. No more caffeine. I mean, I've literally been working since 6 a.m. and all I made was $6. Isn't that terrible? It sucks so bad. I've had that fucking call center on since 6 a.m. I don't have it on now. I probably should, but I got so frustrated with it. Ugh. What a nightmare. Spirit, I'm calling forth Maria and her specific person's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know? A message from her specific person? What kind of message could you give her from her specific person tonight before bed? What would he say to her if he could tonight before bed? Okay, that one's face down, so we'll just leave that there. I saw the signs, it opened up my eyes and I saw the signs. Releasing the ex. there's anything that he could tell you right now, he is releasing that ex so that he can enjoy more fulfilling and romantic moments with you. And he really is deeply feeling this past relationship thing in the past life with you. Wondering if it's like he sometimes will probably go back and think about what happened in the past life that he can make right now. Yeah, let go of control issues. He's trying to let go of some of those control issues that he has with the material objects in his life. That, you know, you see him looking over at you, but his back turned on the castle and the house, and trying to let go of the controlling issues where it's like the house, the car, the money, it all controls him. But he's trying to slowly let go of those control issues. So maybe those are things he wouldn't tell you, but he wants to tell you. Let's see if Spirit has any advice in the liminal space that you carry your weather well. You know, keep your head up. Hope floats, but faith flies. Protection. You get that card a lot. He wants to protect you and protect what you guys have, and Spirit's protecting you. I took a leap of faith and left my Leo boyfriend and moved back to Chicago. Oh, you finally did it. Okay. Well, maybe she's from Chicago and she loves it. How are you feeling about this power move, Andrea? I'm proud of you that you came to this decision, because now your lines are not blurred and you're going to have a much easier, definitive time manifesting the love story, the life story, the career that you want to live. Okay, the charger's not working. Oh, because it's not plugged in. Oh my God, I hope it's working. I hope it will work. I would be so sad if it doesn't. Oh, no wonder it's not working. It's upside down. I'm alright, the world's all wrong. I've never been to Chicago. What's it like? All I know about Chicago is that Spooky Candyman movie was filmed there, or it's about Chicago. And some other things about music. It's #1 on your cities to visit. Excuse me. I know that Molly loves flying through there all the time. She says she likes the O'Hare Airport, which is there in Chicago. Oh, that's funny. Molly actually came here and ordered a Chicago pizza because I've never had one before. So we pigged out on that on one of the lives. We just got all this pizza and like hung out with people on the chat and did tarot and ate pizza. It was a lot of fun. Might have been my birthday a couple years ago, maybe. Well, I'll tell you what, I would much rather have a Greek pizza instead of a Chicago pizza. But I wonder, what would a Greek Chicago pizza taste like? Checker's got a reading on the new episode. Oh, cool. Awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, have fun with that, writing that. And you haven't read it already. What cards did he get? That's what I want to know. What cards did he get? So I guess Maria is close to Chicago, Fiona is close to Chicago, and then Andrea is close to Chicago. So if you go to Chicago, Metal Rain, maybe y'all should take some time to meet each other and hang out. Excuse me. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much for your donation tonight. It's very kind and generous of you. We have a place here called Mellow Mushroom. I don't know if they've expanded into other states yet, but I remember when Crystals, Krispy Kreme, and Mellow Mushroom were all like just, you had to come to Atlanta to eat it. You couldn't get it anywhere else. But I think now you can get Krispy Kreme, Crystals, and so now Crystals, instead of it just being exclusive to Atlanta, there's 293 locations in 10 states, between 10 states and 191 cities. So there's 103 in Georgia, 78 in Tennessee, and 44 in Alabama. I wonder if Krispy Kreme ever made it out of the South. Do you have Krispy Kreme there, even at the markets in LA? Metal, do you know what Krispy Kreme is? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I know the whole history of Krispy Kreme, and I've been to the original location for years, where like Krispy Kreme started, and now I'm starting to see the story change. To the point where like the original location is like haunted and was closed down for a while, and people were saying it wasn't even the original location. I only like them when they're hot and fresh. All the other donuts, and if the Krispy Kremes are not fresh, I don't want to go. I also feel like they've changed something about the recipe, like not the frosting or anything, because that's just pure sugar, but like the actual flavor of the donut, it almost tastes like a one great big huge gigantic Chinese donut instead of the way Krispy Kreme used to taste to me. I don't know if that's because I reset my hypothalamus and I don't, like, maybe my taste buds changed over the years of my life. I don't know. Really, after 3 months, wow. That's it. That's long. Has anybody in chat had a crumble cookie? I've never had a crumble cookie. Oh, I love Krispy Kreme. I really do. I love it when they're hot and fresh. It's the only time I love them when they're hot and fresh. Trying to buy them at like the supermarket, put them in a microwave or a toaster oven or an oven, it's just not the same. I want to try crumble too. Let's try crumble when you come back. I really want to try the cornbread with the honey glazed frosting. There's a couple of them I want to try, but the cornbread one is really the one I want to try. They're pricey. I hear they're shitty too. Is that true? I want to try a shitty $20 cookie. I don't know how much they cost, but I've never even looked at their menu. Excuse me. Prices vary between $4.49 and $60. It's like a tarot card reading. 4-pack, 6-pack, 12-pack boxes. Really? You mean you waited 5 minutes and subscribed just to say that? You must be mentally ill and disturbed and not on your medication. Bye. Twerk this. Can't follow the rules? Get hidden from the cool kids club, fucker. Some different cards so I can do a collective message for us. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I can't see straight anymore. Hey Meryl, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've had terrible allergies this evening. For some reason, every time I put the air conditioner on, it starts. I don't know what it is about the air conditioner that makes me sneeze and maybe it's hay fever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just allergic to the air conditioner. No, I'm not running it all day. Why would I run it all day? Who runs an air conditioner when it's 65 degrees outside? Or even 70 or 75? I mean, it's really not that hot here right now. Maybe if it was 80, Yeah, 85, 90, yeah. I'm only running it like in the late evening and the night. No, it's Atlanta. Even though they call it Atlanta, it's not hot here. It's literally like, oh yeah, well, I mean, we're like 1,000 feet above sea level. We're in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains. I mean, like it's 75 degrees today. Right now, it's gonna go down to 72, and the day's gonna be like, today the high's gonna be 77. And it's gonna be mostly cloudy and rainy. So, probably won't need to put the air conditioner on after a while. It just depends. It just really depends on how hot it gets. I mean, it'll probably get really hot once it rains at 11 a.m. It'll get humid, but it'll probably stay around that temperature for a little while. Texas came by today and said he was only changing his hummingbird feeders once a week in Texas, so I had to give him a schooling on that, because you can't be leaving your hummingbird feeders out for a week or whatever when it's this hot outside. You'll give all the birds thrush with it. So if you do have hummingbird feeders, please choose to clean them every day during this hot weather. You know, or just don't do hummingbirds at all. Because you're only going to be contributing to killing them if you don't at least change it every day or every other day. In heat above 80 degrees, especially 90 degrees, oh my god. And he's not that hummingbird daddy. He admitted it. But he's going to get better though. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most strongest and trusted spirit guides for a collective message for us tonight through this power deck. I don't know why this fairy tale card's in there, but you know, the message from the fairy tale card. I was going to send you a picture, Meryl. You never been to any part of Georgia that you weren't sweating balls? Did you come to Georgia? Yes, but I don't speak Greek to strangers. I don't speak Greek on chat. Everyone mostly speaks English here, so English, please. I only speak Greek with my family, so please don't ask me questions in Greek. Please don't expect me to speak Greek. Please don't talk to me in Greek. Thank you. Do you speak Greek? So since this is predominantly an English chat, we only speak English here. Please. Oh, you grew up in Greece? Right on. It's Greece here every day. But yeah, I just don't speak Greek on the channel because everyone's mostly, you know, English or American here, and nobody else speaks it, so. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What do we need to know tonight about our lives in general from this power deck? Flow. Flow. Flow with the flow. It's such a beautiful card. Oh, you're so lucky, Middle Rain. And Meryl, when the hell were you in Georgia and you didn't tell me about it? I love this card and how you could pretty much put it any way you want. And it still has a message and it still looks like the flow of it is correct. Like, it's like you could look at it anyway and it looks great. No, I figured you would tell me. It's very interesting. So it's card number 6, flow. Is it really hot over there? Here, it's really hot over there. The flower of your being begins to bloom when you move with the flower of life. This is a process of letting go, moving your consciousness out of the mind and into your body mind, or shaman center, which is an inch or 2 maybe below your navel. Feel your receptivity as you become still. Watch the waterfall flow as if you were the mountain high above it. Be serene, at ease, and totally within your power. Then let the waterfall of life work for you, becoming like the twig carried on its rushing surface. Sorry, I gotta get a drink. I've talked way too much today. Oh yeah? Well, I'm from Cyprus. Welcome, Greece. So, become one with the water, dissolving the scenes of your mind and living totally in your instinctual nature. Let go and relax into the eternal flow. Yeah, well, the card is saying go with the flow. How many times are you finding yourself being able to be serene, at ease, and totally within your power? How many times are you able to find your shaman center below the navel and channel your ki? I feel like the card is saying as a collective message, the process of letting go of the past, going with the flow now with more of a highly vibrational dedication to actually work on staying in that ease and in that state of mind that you want to be in compared to the state of mind you don't like being in. Like, where's my shit? You know, I've been working on this manifestation for all my life. Where is it? And I think we, you know, like I said before, we can really blur the lines by not just going with the flow sometimes. Really put some things on pause. They have that song like "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls," but maybe sometimes we should go with the flow of chasing a waterfall. Oh yeah, I see that Avia is a little Greek island. So it's, yeah, the second largest island of Greece. So I'm across the pond over in Cyprus. Freneros. Oh, I have a picture of a salad I need to send to you, Meryl. So expect a picture of a salad. Alright, you guys, I gotta go to bed. I've been awake since the butt crack of dawn, and I'm a little bit crabby and need a nap. will be back tomorrow for afternoon happy hour at some point. I don't know when. The what the fuck room is slowly but surely coming together. But it's just taking a lot of time away from my personal life and my job too, because I just want to get it taken care of. Like, I'm just so tired of. I'm just so tired of having too much stuff. I wanted to make 2025 about becoming a minimalist, but it actually has turned into me just becoming constantly obsessed with cleaning it up, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I like to have a clean home, but I hate that I had to move out of my storage unit too, and it all ended up in the middle of the room. Here's a salad, Ryan, with pizza on the side. I don't know that he can see anything that you're saying. I'm pretty sure he blocked you. Let's not talk about salad tossing in chat. It's pretty gross. Alright, I'm going to bed. Good night, Kalanita. Sweet dreams. Be good to yourself, your thoughts. Peace out.